What do you think is the most important thing in business? Don't cheat off my slide either. What's the most important thing?
Your whatever you're serving or the value. What is your value? I didn't look actually. I
Okay,
can't even see because
Brenda,
I don't even
yeah.
have my glasses
All right.
on.
What else? Throw something else out. It could be anything, because there's a lot of different things that are important to business. Service. What does that mean?
Something that you apply and give it back.
Something that you apply and give back. What do you think?
Vision,
Vision. What do you mean by that?
your map, your like.
Your roadmap?
Yeah, your roadmap of where you want to get to
Okay.
and how.
Quality, long-term goal.
Strategy. Efficiency. Well, all of you are right that those are important, but Brenda with a B, that's how I remember her name. We were talking about mnemonics. I have terrible name memory. She's right. The only thing that matters in business is an exchange of value. Well, what do I mean by that? Every time you say yes to something, you say no to something else. I want you to think about that. In economics, it's called opportunity cost. So, anybody have a favorite television show?
The Cosby.
The Cosby's.
I will always watch the Cosby.
Well, let's put it this way. Who likes to watch TV? Anybody have a show they like to watch on Thursday night? What's your show?
Law and Order.
Law and Order.
Scandal.
What?
Scandal.
Scandal? Anybody else?
I like American Greed.
American Greed. She's greedy. We already know. What is it they said in the movie Gordon Gekko? Greed is good, if you remember.
Yeah.
Well, you're here tonight. Why are you here? Your show's on. Why are you here?
Expand my mind. To learn something. I gotta expand my mind.
Okay. So, what did you say no to and what did you say yes to?
My dance class, I said no to.
She said no to her dance class. She could be dancing right now. If you want, you can come dance for us right now. We can duplicate. So, you said no to something to say yes for something. In other words, you exchanged one level of thing that you value for something you perceive to be of higher value. At its core, all business is nonprofit, whatever. Anything time you're exchanging something for something else, it's about exchanging what they perceive is a value and what you perceive is a value and exchanging that. In the business scenario, it's money, right? So when you offer a product or service to somebody, to a business, to an individual, to a funder, if you're a nonprofit, what you're saying is what I have is of greater value than the money that you are going to give me for it. Or at least equal, that it'll be an equal exchange. If you can get people to perceive that what you have is of so much greater value than the money that they have, they're going to keep coming back to you. But when you get into it, that's what you have to think of. Every time you go out, any business idea that you have, any nonprofit idea that you have, whatever you do in business, you have to think, what is the value that I'm providing to the people that I want to buy my product? And is my value higher? The question is, why not? Why not? That's the question you should ask in any business. If you're not getting what you want out of that business and people aren't buying from you, why not? We'll talk a little bit about that in marketing, but I want you to keep that in your mind because it's about exchanging value. People are not, would you pay $100 for a lollipop? Unless it was a gold-plated lollipop. If it was just a regular Tootsie Roll, you would not. Why not?
Because it doesn't have it doesn't have that value.
It doesn't have the value. Would you pay 10 cents?
Yeah, of course.
How about $1?
If it was a really good lollipop.
For fundraising, movie theaters or something.
And if we kept asking you that, if we kept asking you as a collective that question, we would probably get to a value for the lollipop that if you all were the market, you would say, this is probably the value that we would pay for that. And then the question of business is, can you sell that lollipop for less than it costs you? You know, can you buy it and sell it for more than what you bought it for and make a profit? So is the value that they perceive it to be enough value for them to pay to justify you buying it to be able to sell it for them? Anybody watch The Wire? HBO The Wire,
Yes.
my favorite television show.
Yes.
Anybody remember, what was it, the big heavy guy with the bad dreads? I can't remember his name.
Out of peace.
Oh, it's just bugging me. His name was right on my mind because I talk about him all the time. He said something that I'll never forget about selling drugs. And this applies to all business. He said, you know the game. All it is about buying it for $1 and selling it for $2.
Right.
And that is literally the same in every business or nonprofit. It does not matter. Your cost of production in the creation, whether it's your time, energy, or the money you have to spend, you have to be able to take that and say, can I sell it and have it be a value for their money that's greater than the value that I put into that?